Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to focus on how to best understand a stock's price movement over time. Obviously, at TradeWinds, we're looking for value investing in the long term, and we're interested at how a stock's price varies month on month or year on year. Now, if you don't know how to do that, you might go to Google and you might say, show me the share price of Amazon. And you'd go in there and sure, right, you can find a couple of options here. First one for Yahoo Finance, you can see that, Amazon is currently trading at $2,800. It's down 4% today. They even actually give you a little graph here, so you can put that on full screen. You've got different time frames up here. We're looking at the price of Amazon here over a couple of days. Maybe zoom out, look at how the price has gone up and down over a year. You've got the price here and you've got time along the bottom, okay? And this, for all intents and purposes is where most people start and as far as most people get, right? There is, however, what we believe to be a far better way to look at how a stock's price changes over time. So if we go back to Google, and we recommend you do this, you want to type in TradingView, which is a free website, which enables you to do everything we've just done, but with a lot of extra benefit as well. So if we click on TradingView, you will get a screen that potentially looks like this. They may change the homepage from time to time, but there's a link for this in the comments section below. Please feel free to click on that. And obviously, if you open up an account with TradingView through that link, you'll actually get a $30 bonus, which is great. So what we want to do obviously is click up here on charts. And when you first open this, you'll see a very bright white chart. Most traders decide that this is too much. It's too bright. So unless you want to wear sunglasses while you're investing, you can right click on the chart and you see here you've got color theme. If you click on dark, you can kind of turn that down a bit and have a proper setup there. I'm a bit fussy, so you can see these kind of grid lines that you've got here. I also look to remove those. So if you hit settings, you go to appearance, you've got those lines, vertical line you can just turn down, decrease the opacity to 0, and there you go. You've got a really simple and clean looking chart. Now, while I was doing that, I don't know if you noticed in the bottom left-hand corner here, you've got a little prompt to sign up for a free account. So this software is free to use, but I do recommend you set up a free account. It'll just stop this pop-up from occurring all the time. So you click up there, you can sign in with Google or Facebook or just an email account. Click on there, set up a password, and off you go. So once you've done that, this will disappear, and you will now start to see price here in a weekly time frame I've got here. So the first thing really to get your head around is make sure when you're looking at charts, you're very clear on what the time frame is that you're looking at. So if you click up here, I mean, you can even go down to a 1 second or a 30-second chart. Obviously, that's way too small a time frame for our purposes as value investors. TradeWinds, we're really interested in the weekly time frame, but if you want to see how the price changes across a daily time frame, you've got that. What we're looking at here is candles. When we looked at the Yahoo Finance chart just there, it was actually a line chart like this. So this is just simply showing how the price changes every day, going up and down like that. I recommend you use candles. We'll possibly look to do a separate video on some of the indicators that come with this software, but candles are actually an indicator in themselves. If you've got a red candle, it means the price has gone down on that day, and a green candle, the price has gone up. We're looking on a daily time frame. If we put it on a weekly time frame, every candle now captures price movement across a week. So you can see that there is, on this day, 14th of March, the candle opened. Just look at the top here, you've got OHLC. So this is when the candle opened. When C, the candle closed, H is the candle high, and L is the candle low. If I hover over a candle, so the current candle, in fact, let's put it on the daily chart. So as I'm making this video, 26th of April, you can see at the top here, the candle opened at a price of $162.25. The high was 162.34 and the low was 157.03. So that is the price chart. We're looking at Apple here. You've got volume which runs along the bottom, just basically showing you the amount of trading that's occurred in this case in each day. Not really necessary, so you can just click that off at the top there and get rid of that. And you'll also see these little letters on the bottom. These are quite helpful. E stands for earnings, so it actually shows that the Apple earnings are going to be announced in the next couple of days. It will talk to that quarter ending March this year, and they actually give an estimate of what the earnings will be. Obviously, you know, just a point of interest for us. We're looking more longer term, so we're not really looking to make decisions around price movement linked to earnings calls, but interesting to see that nonetheless. Now, if you come over here, you can see a watch list here. I recommend when you start researching stocks, you start saving these stocks into your watch list over here. So you can do that by adding a symbol. Let's say you want to have a look at Microsoft. You simply just type it in the search bar at the top. You'll see there's actually a number of Microsoft shares that can be displayed here. And that's because they trade on different exchanges. So the one that we're most interested in at TradeWinds is the US stock market. So you can purchase a share or a part share of Microsoft on the NASDAQ. But of course, you know, Microsoft also sells shares in different countries. You've got here Germany, the UK, Italy, Russia, etc. And obviously you click on that and it will add it to your watch list over here. We've got other kinds of tools here. So if you want to draw trend lines, you can kind of add that in over here as well. So if you wanted just to see how price was moving up and down, and also up here, you've got indicators. So there's literally hundreds of indicators. They all have different purposes. It's kind of beyond the scope and time that we unfortunately have in this video. I'll follow up with some of my favorite indicators in a separate video, but for now, the key one for our purposes is a moving average. So if you click on the moving average, you'll see a line start to appear on the chart. This one here, moving average, happens to default to a 9-period moving average. So it's taking the average close price over the last 9 days and then dividing it by 9. So you can see here, the close price, say it was $157 plus this, you know, 9 candles divided by 9, and then when a new candle comes along here, it takes the 9 candles off and it just keeps the latest 9 candles averaged out. Now 9 is obviously a very small moving average, which is why the line is within the price, because it's a very short moving average. Obviously, the larger that moving average period is, if we go to say the 50-period moving average, you get less bumps. There's a smoother line. I always have the same color for my moving averages, so I know that whatever chart I'm using, I always know what the moving average is just by looking at the color. So I'll always have a 50-period moving average in green. It's interesting if we just zoom out, we look at the monthly chart here for Apple. Let's have a look here. So you can see how the price finds support at this line, right? So it goes up, it comes down, it finds support on the 50-period on the monthly, comes down, goes up, and now we're quite overextended. So it's interesting to see that. Now TradeWinds, as you've seen in the app setup video, it has multiple moving averages so that we can scale in and we can buy stock as it hits one of these moving average levels of support. The key thing here is that we only buy when we're below the intrinsic value. So we're looking at Apple here. Let's just say we think Apple is worth $150 a share. If you do the shortcut Alt-H, you get a horizontal line that will come in. Go to settings and coordinates. We can just put in $150 and it moves this line now to $150. So currently price is trading at $157. we're currently overpriced. It's coming back into this line. If it goes below the line, we are going to start to get this share at a discount, which is obviously the purpose of our value investing approach and what we use TradingView for, to automate those buys. So I'm a big fan of TradingView. I think it's an excellent bit of software. Everything that you need to do for the purposes of setting up TradingView can be done off of a free account, just as we've just done here. You can search for stocks and ETFs. If we go in here, say you want to see the SPY, you can key that in and you've got the SPY here. That's for the S&P 500. QQQ we use as our ETF for the NASDAQ 100. So you can search for stocks, you can search for ETFs, and there are other things that could be searched for on here as well. As I say, all you need really is a free account. If you want to upgrade to another type of account, they do obviously have paid memberships as well. If we have a look at their various pricing plans, basically what you pay for here is the use of more indicators on the chart. So if you want to get a bit more advanced in your technical analysis and look at how price changes over time with different indicators on the chart, I'll do a separate video on that, but there's value in doing that. You can also get rid of all the little ads which will pop up, and if you pay annually, it's the equivalent of $12.95 a month. And as I say, if you use the link below, when you get onto one of these paid plans, you'll have a $30 sign-on bonus, which will be paid to you when you open your paid account. And I think really the pro account is you know, a good place to start. You get use of enough indicators. You can set alerts if you want to track things in that way. And you've got all these options here. So I'll let you read that at your leisure. Please click the link below. And as ever, if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out, and we'll speak to you soon. Cheers.